Hey everyone, this is Sugandha and you're watching Ready for English and I hope so y'all are well and y'all are waiting for my sessions. Today we will be discussing something very interesting and that is what is offboarding. Now we have heard about onboarding and I hope that you might have seen my session on onboarding which was uploaded a week back or 10 days back. I will surely pin in the comment section, right? If you haven't seen that, please check it out because that is very important session onboarding. Okay, that is basically introduction of an employee within the company. That means whenever new joinee arrives in a company, we need to introduce him to the whole organization and the things related to that, right? So that is called as onboarding. You can see that. Now this is offboarding today, and you can definitely, I can say you can relate 95% what is offboarding, okay? Because onboarding is introducing the employee, and offboarding is basically employee exit management. Okay, and we can say this is the process of managing an employee's departure from an organization. Employee's departure. Okay, so we can say that it involves a series of tasks and activities which aimed at ensuring a smooth and orderly transition for both the departing employee and the organization. Means if someone is departing from our organization, there should be a task and activities which are smooth and orderly so that the employee is also comfortable and our organization is also fine, right? So means there should be basically a goodbye kind of a thing, right? Positive goodbye kind of a thing. So offboarding basically includes various elements like various administrative procedures and documentation, communication, and knowledge transfer, right? So basically, the goal of offboarding is to wrap up the employee's tenure in a professional and respectful manner while addressing any necessary administrative, legal, and logistical matters, right? So it typically includes activities like such as conducting exit interviews, returning company property, completing paperwork, facilitating knowledge transfer, and communicating the departure to relevant stakeholders. Fine. So this is basically a process, and we would be discussing this entire process with the specific points. And make sure to subscribe this channel if you're watching me for the very first time, and do hit that cute notification bell icon so that you could get the updates of your requested sessions in future as well. Okay. So and please make sure to remain until the last, and yes, you can do one more thing, that you can like the session towards the end. Fine. So the offboarding process helps organization maintain positive relationships with departing employees, and we can say that we can preserve our institutional knowledge and ensure compliance with legal and regulatory requirements, because we can't terminate anyone like this, or we can't create a negative impact on any employee's mind while the employee is moving from the organization. Fine. So this is basically an introduction of what is offboarding. I think you can understand that whenever an employee is moving from the organization, departing from the organization, then all the series of tasks and activities which we need to perform, that comes under offboarding. Fine. So let's discuss about the process. What can be the process? Now see, the process can differ for every employee, for every company, and yes, it could be like how we are dealing with lower level management, how we are dealing with the low level workers and mid level workers and senior level workers, right? Professionals. So it could be like top to bottom. The procedure could be different, but that should be a proper procedure which should be pre-decided. Like for example, if 5 people are departing from the employees of the same level, so we need to perform the same series of tasks for each and every employee. Each and every employee. Fine. So first is that is like exit notification. We can say that the employee notifies their supervisor or the HR department of their intention to leave the organization, and this initiates the offboarding process. Now this, you don't get confused by this exit notification like I have written this, because this is some, basically you can say resignation or intimation, verbal intimation or anything. So this is mandatory. Whenever an employee intimates the manager or his superior regarding his exit, then this initiation of offboarding starts. Fine. So this is an initiation process. Now second is exit interview. Now we need to prepare for this exit interview. This is not like whenever a person will say that I'm resigning from the job, then immediately it will happen that we would be taking exit interview. No, we need to do several preparations for exit interview. So this is what the preparation part. Now we need to conduct an interview to gather feedback from the departing employee about their experience with the organization, so that we can have valuable insights for improving employee satisfaction and identifying errors for organizational growth. So we need to prepare a few things, like we should have 10 to 15 good questions. We must have the time slot allotted, who will take the interview. We need to set a proper time and a proper schedule, basically proper location, and there shouldn't be a lot of people, like there shouldn't be all the people of the same department and you're asking the same questions. That is not actually an exit interview. Like you're sitting in a farewell kind of an atmosphere and you will start asking the questions like how do you feel, and what can you share, like that is you can say at the time of farewell you can ask random questions that are not professional questions. But when there is an exit interview, that interview needs to be in a proper setup. And yes, I have done one session on exit interview. If you're well versed in Hindi language, then there's one session on my other channel that is ready to get update. You can definitely check that session, and if you don't find that, yes, you can ask in the comment section, right? So this is basically the preparation for exit interview, not actually the exit interview. Now next is return of company property. Now we need to collect the company owned property from departing employees, such as we can say laptops, access cards, keys, and other equipment. Ensure that all items are accounted for and update relevant records. Right? All the items should be submitted at a proper place. It should not be like you have taken from the employee and kept it in your drawer and there is no record. Right? So we need to make a proper record. We need to account. Okay. Next is paperwork and documentation, which is again very important. Complete necessary paperwork related to the employee's departure needs to be done, and this includes, you can say, processing termination forms and finalizing paychecks, provide information on benefits, continuation, and ensuring compliance with the legal and regulatory requirements. Okay, it should not be there like any contribution kind of thing is pending, or some reimbursement part is pending. We need to check everything here. Then is we can say knowledge transfer. Now what is knowledge transfer? Basically facilitate the transfer of knowledge and responsibilities from the departing employee to their replacement or relevant team members. See, we must ensure that all the knowledge or the roles and responsibilities, duties which one person was handling is handed over to another person. And this is called as basically a knowledge transfer. Document important information, ongoing projects, and key processes to ensure a smooth transition. Fine. And IT and system access. Now again, this is coordinate with the IT department to revoke the departing employees access to computer systems, networks, and accounts. And we can say this includes disabling email accounts, first thing first, removing access privileges, and securing sensitive data. Okay, so obviously this is mandatory. And next is communication. Now we need to communicate lot of people for this employee departure, and that is inform relevant stakeholders about the employee's departure. This includes notifying team members, managers, and other departments of the employee's last day, any changes in responsibilities, and whom to contact for ongoing tasks. Okay, and next we can say that benefits and retirement plans provide information to the departing employee about their eligibility for continuation of benefits, such as if there is any health insurance or something, and explain the necessary steps and timelines for enrollment if applicable. Address any questions, whatever questions are there or concerns regarding retirement plans and associated paperwork. Now, see, what is this? Basically, what happens is that there are some policies which are we have taken on behalf of employee, and that happened that if you are leaving that company, then also you are part of that plan, that retirement plan or that benefit plan, and you can deposit the amount, and even after you have left that job, that insurance or that plan will be applicable for you. So it could be that if you want to continue it and you can pay those amounts, if you can pay that amount monthly, then yes, fine, you can continue. So it's duty of the company, and it's obviously employee should know what all plans are there which can be continued after his or her exit. And yes, then they can continue those plans, but yes, they need to know about the steps, what all steps are there, how to enroll and how to continue, right? What is who is nominee, such kind of things, right? Next is final settlement. Yes, so we need to calculate and process the employee's final settlement, and you can say which includes any pending salaries, accrued vacation or leave days, retirement contributions, and other applicable payments. And yes, ensuring the compliance with company policies and legal requirements. You might be thinking that I have included this point in fourth work, where we included that paperwork and documentation, and we need to finalize paychecks. That was paperwork and documentation. Here we are talking about the monetary amount, okay, in final settlement. Now next is 10th, and that is exit formalities and farewell. Yes, arrange for any exit formalities such as, returning security badges or conducting exit surveys, and consider organizing a farewell gathering or other activities to express appreciation for the departing employees' contributions and maintain positive relationships. And here we need to conduct a proper exit interview. Yes, we have discussed about the preparation of exit interviews in the second point, and now when the employee is leaving, we need to conduct a proper farewell, a proper exit formalities, and that include exit interview, actual exit interview. Fine. And last is data protection and confidentiality. Again, this is very important because we need to emphasize the importance of data protection and confidentiality during and after the offboarding process. Remind the departing employee of their obligations to safeguard sensitive information and return any confidential documents or data. Okay, so I hope so this was helpful, and because this was a most requested session, I'm getting the request from everywhere regarding this. So, if it's helpful, please do let me know, and please do let me know if you need any other session in the comment section, and I would be waiting for the request. And yes, I would be waiting for your comments. So, till next video, all the very best. Stay happy, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.